I think a lot of people nationally, I think a lot of people around here have some concerns about being able to beat Josh Allen, a Buffalo team that is a Super Bowl, at least has Super Bowl aspirations, has been considered a Super Bowl contender the last several years. Being able to beat that team with Davis Mills, I think, despite what Tyler's playing, I think that is where a lot of people are in the space of the Texans have. I don't know if a lot of people think the Texans have a legit chance to win this game. Maybe a lot of stuff go their way, but a lot of people think they got to play perfect. This defense has to really go nuts. Because last year, Clint, Josh Allen was 9 of 30, 131, one touchdown, didn't really dominate in the run game. Played that may be the worst line of his career, right? And C.J. Stroud was 28 of 38, 331, and had a touchdown and a pick in the game. And they had to win on a walk-off 59-yard field goal with Davis here at NRG.
Yeah, so, the Bills handed it to him. This is the game where the Bills, did what D'Amico did earlier this year and got real aggressive and then punted to him at midfield. The Texans win it. So,
But I think a lot of people look at that and think, well, hell, they did that and almost lost when C.J. went off. What's it going to look like if Davis is in there?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not so much about last year's game because last year's game clearly was about how inept the Buffalo offense was and how they couldn't get going, and our defense just dominated those guys, and that's where the Texans are going to hang their hat. But I just, in general, all week long, I have been hammered with just talking about Davis Mills, and he's played well, and Tape Drop Tuesday he's played well, and boy, he made these throws. The conversations that have popped about, is should CJ play? Should he be able to play? I'm less worried about people that think CJ's soft and more concerned about how many people are just think there is no chance for the Texans to win this game with Davis Mills in the game. I mean,
you look at this and think they've got, not any given Sunday, you never know what happens. You think they got a legit chance even with Davis as the quarterback, too.
It don't matter who the quarterback is, to be honest with you. If the defense doesn't lead the way, you're not winning this game. But my bigger point is just, if you've watched the Texans this year and you've watched the last 3 ball games, the film tells you that you got a chance to win with Davis Mills in the game. And I know a lot of people make this about C.J. Stroud, C.J. these days. It's not about C.J. and Davis. It's about this team is led by defense. And Davis Mills has done a really good job hitting layups, shooting free throws, taking shots when they're there, not turning the football over. And it don't matter who your quarterback is, that's his team to win. Davis Mills has put out just as good a film as anybody out there in 2025 in a Texans uniform. And so, I'm just surprised that Davis shouldn't be the starter. Well, hell, I understand that. I mean, when everybody's healthy, I think everybody with a heartbeat and a brain can tell you that CJ's the guy. But when it's all said and done, the thought that Davis doesn't give this team a chance to win, the film just says something totally different. I mean, when it comes to making throws, when it comes to taking the football to the right place, when it comes to playing a brand that protects your offense. The coordinator clearly and this quarterback seemed to see really, really tight eye to eye. I find it hard to believe that you can't win this ball game with Davis Mills.
I think this is a game he is going to have to do, more than don't make the big mistake. There are going to have to be some moments where he has to make plays, but I think luckily for the Texans, he's had to do that the last 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
So he has had to do that. Now, we'll see if it's a different thing against a team like Buffalo and Josh Allen and how much he has to keep up, right?
Yeah.
Now,
well, the other end of it as well is we've seen this team have no chance against a good defense with CJ quarterbacking. So, again, it's just the thought of boy, if Davis has to play, if CJ can't come back and Davis has to play, man, we're going to get our ass whooped by Buffalo. Now, you may get – but it's not going to be because the quarterback was out there. I don't think it is. I mean, I guess it could be. Davis isn't above throwing a handful of picks, but I just don't view it that way.
I don't even know if
I'm shocked at how many people that have – I'm talking about the people that have watched the game, watched the film, the people that look at it, listen all the time, will follow the Texans, like no chance with Mills?
Yeah, it's not even about the turnovers to me, although Buffalo has been one of the most opportunistic teams in the league. For me is can he replicate what he had to do against Jackson if called upon that? If Josh Allen starts getting Josh Allen, and we watched last week, Baker had to go back. They're going back and forth. Again, I don't think the Texans defense is going to probably allow what either one of those defenses did, but they had to go back and forth. And at one point, Baker and the Bucs offense let go of the rope, and Josh and them went on and went past him. In a way that he did against Jacksonville, is he able to replicate those things if he has to?
And again, now we're getting into, if the game goes this way, can you win it? Look, if any team goes out and scores 40 points on the Houston Texans defense, ain't a soul better shape their mouth to talk about whether Davis Mills or C.J. Stroud was quarterbacking. I mean, this is a defense. This is a game that every bit of the pressure is on D'Amico Ryans in the defense.